Sir Cauline, the first part. In Ireland, fair over the sea, there dwelleth a bonny king, and with him a young and comely knight, men call him Sir Cauline. The king had a lady to his daughter, in fashion she had no peer, and princely wights that lady wooed, to be their wedded frere. Sir Cauline loveth her best of all, but nothing durst he say, nor descrive his counsel to no man, but dearly he loved this May. Till on a day it so befell, great deal to him was dight. The maiden's love removed his mind, to care of bed went the night. One while he spread his arms him fro, one while he spread them nigh, and but I win that lady's love for dull, now I mun die. And when our parish mass was done, our king was bound to dine. He says, where is Sir Cauline, that is wont to serve with the wine? Then answered him a courteous knight, and fast his hands gan ring. Sir Cauline is sick, and like to die, without a good leechening. Fetch me down my daughter dear, she is a leash full fine. Go take him down, and then bacon bread, and serve him with the wine so red, lot I were him to time. For Christabel to his chamber goes, her maidens following nigh. Oh well, she says, how doth my lord, though sick, thou fair lady? Now rise up wittily, man, for shame, never lie so cowardly. For it is told in my father's hall, you die for love of me. Fair lady, it is for your love that all this deal I dry. For if you would comfort me with a kiss, then were I brought from bale to bliss, no longer would I lie. Sir Knight, my father is a king, I am his only heir. Alas, and well you know, Sir Knight, I never can be your fairy. O lady, thou art the king's daughter, and I am not thy peer, but let me do some deeds of arms, to be your bachelor. Some deeds of arms, if thou wilt do, my bachelor to be, but ever and I my heart would rue, give harm should happen to thee. Upon Eldridge Hill there groweth a thorn, upon the moors branding, and there ye, Sir Knight, wake there all night until the fair morning. For the Eldridge Knight, so mickle of might, will examine you beforn, and never man bear life away, but he did him scath and scorn. The knight he is a foul paynim, and large of limb and bone, but if heaven may be thy speed, thy life it is but gone. Now on the Eldridge Hill ill wake, for thy sake, fair lady, and he either bring you a ready token, or he never more you see. The lady is gone to her own chamber, her maidens followed bright. Sir Cauline robe from care bed soon, and to the Eldridge Hills is gone, for to wake there all night. On to midnight that the moon did rise, he walked up and down. Then a lightsome bugle heard he blow, over the bench so brown. Quoth he, if cryants come till my heart, I am far from any good town. And soon he spied on the moor so broad, furious white and fell, a lady bright and bridal led, clad in a fairy kirtle. And so fast he called on Sir Cauline, O man, I rede thy fly. For but if cryants come till thy heart, I ween but thou mun die. He saith, no cryants come till my heart, nor in faith I will not flee, for cause thou mingled not Christ before, the less me dreadeth thee. The Eldridge knight he pricked his steed, Sir Cauline bold the stood bode. Then either shook his trusty spear, and the timber these two children bare, so soon in sunder slowed. Then took they out their good swords too, and laid on full fast their helm and hauberk, mail and shield, they were all well nigh brast. The Eldridge knight was mickle of might, and stiff and stout did stand. But Sir Cauline, with a backward stroke, he smote off his right hand, that soon he with panic and lack of blood fell down on that lay land. Then up Sir Cauline lift his brand all over his head so high, and here I swear by the holy rood, now Kate, if thou shalt die. Then up came the lady bright, fast wringing on her hand, for the maiden's love that most you love, withhold that deadly brand. For the maiden's love that most you love, now smite no more, I pray, and I, whatever thou wilt, my lord, he shall thy hest so obey. Now swear to me, thou Eldridge knight, and here on this lay land, that thou wilt believe on Christ his lay, and thereto plight thy hand, and that thou never on Eldridge come to sport, gammon, or play, and that thou here give up thy arms until thy dying day. The Eldridge knight gave up his arms with many a sorrowful sigh, and sware to obey Sir Cauline's hest till the time that he should die. And he then up, the Eldridge knight, set him in his saddle anon, and the Eldridge knight and his lady to their castle they gone. Then he took up the bloody hand that was so large of bone, and on it he found 5 rings of gold of knights that he had slown. Then he took up the Eldridge sword, as hard as any flint, and he took off of those 5 rings, as bright as fire and bright. Home then pricked Sir Cauline, as light as leaf on tree. I wish he never stint in the bland till he his lady see. Then down he knelt upon his knee before that lady gay. Oh lady, I have been on the Eldridge hills, these tokens I bring away. Now welcome, welcome Sir Cauline, thrice welcome unto me, for now I perceive thou art a true knight of valour, bold and free. O lady, I am thy own true knight, thy hests for to obey, and mote I hope to win thy love, ne more his tongues could say. The lady blushed scarlet, red, and fet, a gentle sigh. Alas, Sir Knight, how may this be, for my degree so high? But sit thou hast height, thou comely youth, to be my bachelier. I'll promise ye thee I may not wed, I will have none other fair. There she held forth her lily white hand toward the knight so free. He gave it to one gentle kiss, his heart was brought from bale to bliss, his tears start from his eye. But keep my counsel, Sir Cauline, ne let no man it know, for never my father should it ken what he would thus slow. From that day forth, that lady fair loved Sir Cauline the knight, From that day forth he only joyed when she was within his sight. Yea, and oft times they meet with a fair abode, where the love and sweet dalliance passed many a pleasant hour. But as extremes are short of ill and good, and tides at highest mark regorge their flood, so fate, that could no more improve their joy, took a malicious pleasure to destroy Tancred of fondly love, etc. Part the second. Every white will have its black, and every sweet its sour. This found the Lady Christabel in an untimely hour. For so it befell, as Sir Cauline was with that lady fair, the king her father walked forth to take the evening air. And into the arbour as he went to rest his weary feet, he found his daughter and Sir Cauline there sat in dalliance sweet. The king he started forth aways, and an angry man was he. Now, traitor, thou shalt hang or draw, and rue shall thy lady. Then forth Sir Cauline he was led, and thrown in dungeon deep, and the lady into tower so high, there left to wail and weep. The king, she was Sir Cauline's friend, and to the king she said, I pray you save Sir Cauline's life, and let him banished be. Now damn that traitor shall be sent across the sea foam, but here I will make thee a band, if ever he come within this land, for death is his doom. Although begone that gentle knight to part from his lady, and many a time he sighed sore, and cast a wistful eye, fair Christabel, from thee to part, fair never that I die. Fair Christabel, the lady bright, was had forth of the tower, but ever she droopeth in her mind, as nipped by an ungentle wind doth some fair lily flower. And she doth lament and weep to tint her lover so. Sir Cauline, thou little thinkest on me, but I will still be true. Many a knight and many a duke and lord of high degree did sue to that fair lady of love, but never she would them knee. And many a day was past and gone, the comfort could she find. The king proclaimed a tournament to cheer his daughter's mind. And there came lords and there came knights from many a far country to break a spear for their lady's love before that fair lady. And many a lady there was set in purple and in pale, but fair Christabel, so woe begone, was the fairest of them all. The many a knight was mickle might before his lady gay, but many a stranger white would no man knew he won the prize each day. His action, it was all a black, his hauberk and his shield. Nay, no man wist whence he did come, nay, no man knew where he did gone, when they came from the field. And now 3 days were prestly past, in feats of chivalry, when lo, upon the 4th morning, a sorrowful sight they see, a huge dial, stiff and stark, of foul of limb and leer, 2 goggling iron like fire, ferden a mouth from ear to ear. Before him came a dwarf full low, that waited on his knee, and at his back 5 heads he bare, all wan and pale and blee. Sir, quoth the dwarf, and louted low, behold that and sold ein. Behold, these heads I bear with me, they are kings which he hath slain. The elder rich knight is his own cause, in whom a knight of thine has slain. And he is come to avenge his wrong, and to thee all the knights among defiance here hath sent. But yet he will appease his wrath, thy daughter's love to win, but thou yield him that fair maid, thy halls and towers must brenn. Thy head, Sir King, must go with me, or else thy daughter dear, or else within this list so broad thou must find him appear. The king he turned him round about, and in his heart was woe. Is there never a knight of my round table the matter will undergo? Is there never a knight amongst ye all will fight for my daughter and me? Whoever will fight yon grim Soldan, right fair his meed shall be. For he shall have my broadly lands, and my crown be here he, and he shall win fair Christabel to be his wedded fairy. But every knight of his round table did stand both still and pale, for whenever they looked upon the grim Soldan, it made their hearts to quail. All woe begone was that fair lady, when she saw no help was nigh. She cast her thought upon her old true love, and the tears gushed from her eye. Up then start the stranger knight, said, Lady, be not afraid. I'll fight for thee with this grim Soldan, though he be a mickle maid. And if thou wilt lend me the elder sword that lieth within the bower, I trust in Christ for to slay this fiend, though he be stiff and stour. Go fetch him down the elder sword, the king he cried with speed. Now heaven assist thee, courteous knight, my daughter is thy meed. The gaunt he stepped into the lists, and said, Away, away, I swear as I am the head Soldan, thou lettest me here all day. Then forth the stranger knight he came, in his black armour dight. The lady sighed a gentle sigh, that this were my true knight. And now the giant and knight be met within the lists so broad, and now the sword so sharp of steel they gan to lay on load. The strode and struck the knight a stroke that made him reel aside, and woe begone was the fair lady, and thrice she deeply sighed. The Soldan struck a second blow, and made the blood to flow. All pale and wan was the lady fair, and thrice she wept for woe. The Soldan struck a third fair stroke, which brought the knight on his knee. Sad sorrow pierced the lady's heart, and she shrieked the loud shriekings three. The knight he leapt upon his feet, all reckless of the pain. Quoth he, But heaven be now my speed, or else I shall be slain. He grasped his sword with main and might, and spying a secret part, he drave it into the Soldan's side, and pierced him to the heart. Then all the people gave a shout when they saw the Soldan fall. The lady wept and thanked Christ that he had risked from the fall. And now the king with all his barons rose up from off his seat, and down he stepped upon the lists, the courteous knight to greet. But he, for pain, the lack of blood, was fallen into a swoon, and there all watering in his gore, lay lifeless on the ground. Come down, my daughter dear, thou art a leech of seal. Fairer never had I lost half my lands than this good knight should spiel. Down then steppeth the lady fair, to helpen if she may, but when she did his bever rise, It is my life, my lord, she says, and shrieked and swooned away. Sir Cauline just lifted up his eyes when he heard his lady cry, "O lady, I am thine own true love, for thee I wish to die." Then giving her one parting look, he closed his eyes in death. Ere Christabel, that lady mild, began to draw her breath. But when she found her comely knight indeed was dead and gone, she laid her pale golden cheek to his, and thus she made her moan, "O stay, my dear and only lord, for me thy faithful fairy. 'Tis meet that I should follow thee, who hast brought my love so dear." Then fainting in a deadly swoon, and with a deep fat sigh, that burst her gentle heart in twain, fair Christabel did die.